Everyone was smiling, raising their glasses in a toast to the happy couple. My brother stood nearby, beaming with pride, his hand resting protectively on my ex-wife's pregnant belly. Laughter bubbled around the room, friends and family celebrating what they all believed was a perfect moment. But I was waiting, patient, silent, until the right time. I stood, glass raised, and handed him an envelope. "Read it," I said simply. The room fell into a heavy silence, and then chaos erupted. I once believed I had it all: a loving wife, a brother I trusted, a life I had painstakingly built from nothing. James, my younger brother, was someone I admired, or so I thought. Sarah and I had been married 6 years. 6 years I never suspected the betrayal lurking just beneath the surface. Never imagined the two people closest to me could destroy everything. When I uncovered their affair, it was like a knife twisting in my gut. Worse still, Sarah left me for James. Months later, they announced her pregnancy. Everyone assumed the child was his. But I knew the truth, and today at their baby shower, so would everyone else. That night, the memory still haunted me. I came home early from a business trip, excited to surprise Sarah, but the shock was mine alone. Clothes scattered across the floor, muffled laughter behind our bedroom door, and then my brother's voice. Rage flared instantly, white-hot and unforgiving. I stormed inside and caught them tangled in our bed. Sarah screamed. James stammered. I said nothing. I just turned and walked away. Divorce papers followed soon after. I cut ties, trying to move on, but then came the pregnancy announcement. Something didn't sit right. I did the math. Suspicion turned to certainty. A paternity test confirmed what I already knew. I was a father. James had stolen my wife, but not my child. And now, standing in their perfect little celebration, surrounded by friends and family who had once cheered at my wedding, I was ready to reclaim everything they tried to take from me. The baby shower buzzed with warmth and smiles, but I sat in the corner, watching and waiting. Sarah avoided my gaze, pretending I didn't exist. James carried himself with the arrogance of a man who believed he'd won it all, wearing a smug grin that barely hid his fear. What they didn't know was that I'd been quietly gathering evidence, patiently waiting for the moment to strike. I had paternity test results, medical records, and messages between Sarah and her doctor confirming the conception timeline. They played their parts perfectly. Sarah gushed about how James would be the best father. James boasted about their future, his voice dripping with confidence and entitlement. Then came the toasts. My mother stood first, offering heartfelt wishes for happiness. James raised his glass, toasting the family. I stood, voice calm but unwavering. To the truth. All eyes turned to me. I pulled the envelope from my pocket and handed it to James. He chuckled dismissively. "What's this, big brother? Another failed attempt to ruin my happiness." Sarah shot me a warning glance. "Just open it," I said. He tore it open, reading the contents. His smile faltered, then vanished. "No, that's impossible," he whispered, disbelief cracking his voice. Sarah's face drained of color, turning ghost white. I stepped forward, steady and sure. "Not impossible, James. This is a paternity test. And guess what? You're not the father. I am." Gasps rippled through the room. Guests exchanged stunned looks. My mother clutched her chest, eyes wide with shock. "Is this true?" Sarah grabbed James's arm. "Don't listen to him," she pleaded. "He's lying." I pulled out my phone and scrolled the messages from Sarah's doctor, reading them aloud for everyone to hear. James's hands trembled as he read. Blood drained from his face. Sarah lunged to snatch the phone, but I stepped back, holding the truth firmly in my grasp. "The truth is out," I said. "You played me, both of you, but this child, he's mine." James turned to Sarah, voice shaking. "Tell me this isn't true." She opened her mouth, but no words came. My mother's voice broke through the silence. "You lied to us, Sarah." Tears welled in Sarah's eyes. I didn't know for sure. I let out a bitter laugh. "That's rich. You knew. You let everyone believe otherwise." The room grew suffocating with tension, but I wasn't finished. James backed away, shaking his head. You made me believe this was my child. You let me plan a future with him. Sarah reached out to him. James, please. I love you. He recoiled. Love you? You never loved me. You used me to hurt him. I turned to the guests. Everyone here deserves to know the truth. I never abandoned my child. I was robbed of him. Sarah's mother stood, voice cold and unforgiving. How could you do this, Sarah? Tears streamed down Sarah's face, but no one reached out to comfort her. The walls seemed to close in around her. James clenched his fists, anger now replacing shock. I gave up everything for you, for this lie, I said, leaning in close. Now you know how it feels. James ripped off the dad-to-be sash and threw on the floor. I'm done. Sarah collapsed into a chair, sobbing. I looked at her, voice low but clear. You thought you could erase me, that I'd just disappear. Guess what, Sarah? I'm fighting for full custody. She looked up, horrified. No, you can't. I smiled coldly. Watch me. James stormed out, slamming the door behind him. Sarah's perfect world crumbled before her eyes. For the first time in months, I felt a strange peace settle over me. Days later, I filed for legal rights to my child. James refused to see Sarah. Their relationship, built on lies and betrayal, collapsed under the weight of the truth. My mother, once heartbroken, stood by my side. You did the right thing, she said softly. I looked at the ultrasound picture, knowing this child deserved honesty, love, and a father who would fight for him. Betrayal had shattered me, but revenge had set me free. They stole my past, but I reclaimed my future. Sarah lost her husband. My brother lost his pride. But I won something far greater, my son. The truth always comes out. And when it does, justice follows.